Hey guys, in this video what we are going to do is we are going to check how exactly you can back up the router's configuration onto a TFTP server. So ideally you can back it up on the SFTP server as well as the TFTP server. But in this video what we are going to do is we are going to see how exactly you can use the TFTP server to back up your router's configuration remotely. So what you have to define is you have to define your TFTP IP address and the configuration file name of the router probably. And then what it will do is it'll basically log into the router and it'll copy the running configuration uh, of the router into the TFTP server. So let's exactly see how exactly we are going to do, right? So before that, I wanted to show you it manually. So this is the router. Okay, the session is inactive, so I'll restart the session. Cisco at the rate 123, Cisco at the rate 123. So in order to copy the files to the running configuration to a TFTP server, the commands are you have to go into the privilege mode and enter the command copy running configuration TFTP, and then you have to define the IP address. So which you can define it here or you can define it the down. So it's asking you for the address host name. So we'll say in 160.101. That's the IP address of my system. It's asking what is the destination file name. Let's say it's demo config. So now if you see, the file is copied over to my destination server over here, right? So this is the file what you see. So let me delete this file. So in this particular example, right, so what we are doing is we are hard coding few of the information. So what we are saying is the TFTP server IP address is 172.160.101, which is my system IP address. And then we are saying the configuration file name should be backup underscore config.txt. If you want to make it more precise, so you can make it as demo underscore backup. So demo is the host name of the router and backup config.txt, right? You can also define a date and time as well if you wish, but at this time we have only intention to define the name as demo underscore backup underscore config.txt. So most of the configuration remains the same as you have seen the last time. So what configuration is getting changed here is, so here in this check prompt, right, after we print login as successful, so basically we are going to not going to the configuration mode, but in the privilege mode itself we are going to run this command copy running config. So this is exactly what we did here, copy running config and then TFTP. So this is what we did, TFTP. So here we are also setting the IP address as well as the file name. So we could have also done the same. Either there is another way to do this as well. For example, copy running config TFTP, and then we define the IP address, and then it should be file name, right? File name should be let's say txt. Okay, sorry, it should be tftp // right, like this. Hit enter, enter. So if you see, so this is another way to enter into the same line, right? You can enter the command copy running configuration tftp and then the IP address and then the file name. So this is exactly what we are doing, copy running config tftp and the IP address. So this is a variable. So this variable is being pulled from here, tftp server. So this tftp server is getting referenced here, and this TFTP file name is getting referenced from here, TFTP file name, right? So we can also hardcode the IP address and the file name, or else we can use a variable and get the information from here, from the variable. All right. So after this, right? So once you enter this, so if you see here, you have to press another enter. If you don't press another enter, that means it will not proceed to the next step. So which means you have to put enter here, and here also you have to put enter. Then only the file will get copied. So what we are doing is, after sending this command, and wait time is for 1 second, we are just sending a enter here. So this enter is for this particular path, and the second enter is for this particular file name. After sending two enters, your file will get copied, and we are just taking the print whether the copy was successful or not. So this is something I have already tested it out. So I wanted to show it to you how exactly it looks like when you are doing it manually, doing it using the Python script. So let me delete the file here. So let's say if I delete this file, now I will run this command. So close CLS and then enter the command. So it is logged into the router, went to the enable mode, password, went to the privilege mode, and then it sent all the required configuration. So if you see copy running configuration, so if you see here the IP address, we have defined the TFTP server. This is something that was pulled from this particular variable. And demo backup configuration was also pulled from the TFTP file name, which is defined as a variable over here. And then hit an enter. So /n is an enter. After this first line, you're putting another enter here, which is defined over here. And then again, you're putting another enter, which is defined over here. And then you're basically printing the output. So this output is what we are getting it here. And then finally, you are into the privilege mode, and then it exists out of the session. And let's see if the file gets copied. So if you see here, the file is successfully copied over here, right? So this is how exactly you can use it command to copy the configuration from a TFTP server. So in the next video, what we are going to do is we are going to use a SFTP server and see if we are able to copy the files remotely. All right. I hope this video is informative for you. Thank you for watching.